Hey modelers, how is it going today? It is Monday morning or Monday night, whatever you want to call it. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I ended up sleeping from 7 till 1 o'clock, so now I'm wide awake and I'm ready to do the interior on the Chevelle. I'm gonna give you a guide on how I do that. And first of all, let's go with, here's a picture of the way I remember the coloring on my interior of the car that I had. It was a very ugly green. I don't know how clear this is coming out on the camera, but it was a very ugly green interior. So I'm going to try and replicate a color similar to that. We're not going to go exact, but it's going to be close based on memory. And let's go, I found a picture of a regular heavy Chevy, and again, I'm not sure if the coloring picks up on this, but my car had these exact Nova style rims. Being a budget mid 70s hot rod from the factory, they tried to do everything very budget on this car. Let's see what this one is. This one might be a better picture of, maybe not. It's hard for that one to come clear. That's similar, but I don't like that one. I don't like the rims on that Chevelle. This one is, oh, where'd it go? I lost it. Yeah, that is very exact to what I had, but it was lower also. So anyways, let's go for a walk over to my bench here, or my kitchen table, and show you what we got. We've been making our own mix out of 3 different folk art paints. I mixed in some of the metallic, and that way I'd give it a sheen, hopefully, similar to what factories have. They have that little metallic-y graining into the vinyl seating, and this is what I mixed up. I put it on paper and let it dry, and it seems, whoops, I'm not even in the right spot to take a picture of. And I'm not sure if this is, again, coming clear on the camera, but that is the color we are going to go on the interior, my custom mix. This is the color we're going to go on the outside of the car. And again, it's not a factory color because I would have painted it different. And back then, I think that's the color I would have used. But what we're going to do on this color is we're going to put it over a silver base on the body. And that should brighten it up quite considerably. And I think the interior on a darker color like that should actually work, as far as I understand. So what I do is, on my mixing of interiors, I do what a lot of people do. I add the Windex. We got a little bit of Windex in there. And I add some Future. I should stop saying I say that a lot. I ended up buying this Future a little while back, and it is a little bit white milky-ish. It's not a clear Future. I guess in Canada it is called Pledge. And look at this one. This one is citrus scented, so it makes your car smell citrusy fresh. So this Pledge I wasted $9 on, or $8, but because I found this one later today actually, so this is a clear, but this one is okay for using on interiors of vehicles. The little white milkiness, I'm not too worried on the interior, because it's more just to add a semi sheen to it. So I'm not gonna do a science. I never measure things out 100%. I'm trying to open this Pledge bottle up at the same time as it's hard to do holding the camera. So on the Pledge, we're just going to add Whoops. We're going to go a little bit, I think, on that. Again, not a science. We're just measuring a little bit in there. I think we're going to go with that. And we're going to do a couple squirts of this Windex. And let's see what the mix is. The mix is okay. We're going to add a little bit more water on top of that, I think, just to thin it out a bit more. But that's basically what we do for folk art interiors. I don't spray the outside of my bodies with any craft paint. I still believe in the tried and true acrylic enamel mostly, and Duplicolor, because they have so many choices of colors. Or I go and get a custom mix from a 1-pint mix from the local auto body shop, or not shop, but local auto body suppliers. What we're doing on this Chevelle is called Dragon Green. It's a pearl. It's a VW color. And anyways, this is what we got for the interior pieces that I'm going to do. And the dash, I think I'm going to do the dash a little darker. I might add a little black or something, or the darker green, just to offset it from the interior. And probably the carpet. I'm going to do the carpet the same, a little bit darker than the side panels and that. Anyways, give me a couple minutes and we will go show you my paint booth area. Alright guys, this is the next part of my painting of the interior with folk art phase on the Chevelle. This is my fancy dancy paint booth. Basically what I do is go into the bathroom and set up a sheet of plastic in the tub, and I turn on the fan and use that to vent everything. And I use this mainly just in the winter. I don't do a lot of body painting, so I don't use a lot of acrylic enamels or polyurethanes, so it's not too bad. I can still do interiors outside on the deck because usually they're a flat color, so if it's minus 20 out, it's usually not bad. Then I just bring the part in right when I paint it and I let it dry in the living area. But I don't have an air compressor. What I do is we fill up one of my tires with 50 pounds of air. This is one of my summer hot rod tires, obviously not one of my winter tires. And I have a little adapter that drives my air gun, my little airbrush. And for heavier painting of polyurethanes and acrylics, I do have this pretty decent, very good mask. So it seals very well. Plus it also has a plexiglass shield, so you don't get paint or stuff in the eyes. Anyways, we're about ready to do this guy. I got all my pieces all ready to go, and we're going to give it a shot and do a couple coats and see what happens. Anyways, we will come back with the results. Okay, what we're going to do quickly is finish this up now. I really like the way the green turned out on this coloring of the interior and the kit. I was a little unsure at first, but it does have a little bit of sparkliness to it, like a factory somewhat interior would have. And I think I'm just going to do one more mist coat, and also I'm going to add a little bit of black just to darken up the dash to make it different than the rest. And actually, while we're here, I don't know if I can do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fix up the we're going to put some glaze and spot putty, and we're going to add it into the air ducting, or I guess not air ducting, the cowl induction hood area. So this is how I fill most of my holes. I use this putty because it's very soft to sand. It does shrink lots. That's the only drawback. It seems to have a very big shrinking ability, but that's okay because we can always put more than one coat on. So basically, this is what I'm gonna do. I tried to do it with a toothpick, but that didn't work too well. So yeah, that's about it. We're just gonna put it in and fill it in like that, and we're gonna let it dry off for a couple days. I'm in no hurry to finish off this kit, so I got lots of time to let that dry before I prime and paint. Anyways, that's the end of my interior issue right now. Issue, it's not an issue. Ha ha ha. Anyways, that's the ending. We'll do some detailing afterwards and glue it all up. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Bye.